Welcome back to this Hinnom series. It is turn 31, and we are at war with Russ. We have one battle with Russ this turn, let's see it. Raiding with one Melqart bumping into PD. Looks like 6 or 10 PD. You can watch them burn. Or get stuck up on Bind Shield. Okay. Pretty easy. We see Satis is coming out of his fort to fight Atlantis. It is one Azure Mage. So he got one of these two. Might have probably an event mage. So possibly from side as well. And we see the Atlantis deck. Looks like Atlantis has added a third Basalt King. Not a lot of gear on him, but it's there. Added some troops, these deep ones, and just to sort of confirm from a couple turns ago. Darkness, kind of useful, could be used by Atlantis, and this is in reference to that Dark Vision item I got as a random event that I didn't think was super useful. So we see Living Pillars. Well, actually, free check this bless. Same bless. Alright. So the way Atlantis did his scripting is pretty good in this. If you have troops that like are on attack move or like undisciplined, and you want to make sure your armies like hit at the same time, if you put them behind your hold and attack line, and in this case I think it was a double line, they'll get stuck up behind your line for a little while, couple turns, and they should sort of attack together like that. Also makes it good for spreading buffs like Legion of Steel on everyone. So, looks like it was good intentional scripting from Atlantis. Legions of Steel was a good troop-focused buff there. It seemed like he might have dropped the thug style tactic for that battle that he did before. Events, we lose a lab. But we get 5 nature incomes. The lab is... where is it? Here. That was a free lab we got a good while ago, so we weren't using it, so no loss. Other than an item resupply point for Melqarts. Not a lot of site searching. Didn't find anything, only search with 2 mages. I think site searching might be drawing to a close in this phase. 2 kings. Giant palisades are done, so that's the fort on that throne province. The undead troops in that throne province has been killed. So the Mound King we sent here to build this fort died. Killed by this site. Pay attention to the sites in your provinces so this doesn't happen. Right, so we see a lot of arrows this turn. A lot of arrows to the left, but doesn't look like we're being attacked, so what are these arrows for? It is for commanders to pick up troops, it looks like. Down here. Another commander picking up troops. Up here we have, I think it's a new ball, yep. coming up there. Have this guy leading, bringing in some troops. Probably would have been fast for him to go this way. Probably. This army is coming down to sort of merge up with this stack. No, it's not. It's coming... Where is it going? Yeah, it's coming down here. It can't merge yet. I am bringing a lot of mages down. Again, using Boots of the Messenger to sort of speed up their movement and get there right away. He has one earth gem for a specific reason. What is it? It's not for anything there. Not sure why he has an earth gem. Maybe anti-assassination stuff. Maybe to hand it off to someone. Anyone here? Interesting, all of my earth guys have an earth gem. I don't actually recall why they'd have that. Is there something in all— oh, I know what it is. Mods of the Earth. I'm thinking about using Mods of the Earth against Rust, but I don't have it scripted to reveal. That's my tactic. Or it could be for lightning resistance too. Actually, I think it's lightning resistance. I'm still expecting lightning damage out of Rust at this point in the game. Okay, so tech is also working up, almost at 900 a turn now. 2 more turns for mass protection, and this is sort of the key tech I'm waiting on for when I want to fight his Doomstack. So what's coming here? We have 1 Melqart. Guess we can just look here. 2 squads. Looks like a bunch of Melqarts. Yeah, 3 Melqarts here. So I'm merging up my forces. Still mostly the same mages. Russ has turtled up completely now. It looks like his entire army is there. Maybe he has some stealthy guys, but if he was going to use stealth guys, I would have expected to see, or stealth troops, I would have expected him to raid something by now. I think it's the 3rd turn of the war, and he hasn't hit anything. So a mistake we're seeing out of Russ is he isn't making any low commitment attacks or small armies, is another way to call it, to take back provinces that should or might be empty. Right? So I only have 1 PD in these provinces, and I remember to build PD in these now. But like, he should be looking to probe back these empty provinces with small commitment attacks. So a small commitment attack could be like a little Russian chieftain, which I think is forest recruit even. No, it's any province. Can leads 40 troops. Could put, say, 10 bear warriors under a Russian chief and just hit these cap circle provinces. It's pretty low investment to do that. They're out of capital commanders, so it's not stopping mage turns. I think they're even out of capital troops too, so it's not stopping sacreds. So that's just another sort of example of learning this person's playstyle. We're learning that he's like either afraid or doesn't want to fight us. Yeah. The thing is, if he was afraid, I would have not expected to bump him here. Because if he was afraid, he would have immediately run to his capital to like hide and merge up. but he moved the army here instead, which was at risk of bumping Melqarts when he knew I was like moving out to raid. So yeah, slowly learning this person's playstyle. But it definitely seems like he loves his Doom stacks, so that is what I'm prepared to fight. I have my own Doom stack. I have better technology than him, and I have high threat Melqarts that should be able to handle chunks of his army if they get a good angle and don't get surrounded. What else? I do have other Melqarts running around site searching and sort of showing a presence to other people. I think this guy's been like site searching and he ran along the Saramadia front and now the Baratos. And partly this is just to scare off people from fighting me if they're thinking about it. Actually, we do see that Baratos did finally clear this independent province, so props to him for handling those nightmarish indies. He's still building new forts, which is interesting here too. He is completely all in on his mage recruitment and blood hunting, it seems. Anything else to show? Guess crafting. Water lens, boots of the messenger, bracers, more revenants. This turn, this guy does not have a troop to hide. So unfortunate, I guess. Maybe someone could have caught that. Actually, I think I'm intentionally doing that, maybe? I don't know. This squad's almost at the front. This squad is slowly walking up, so I'm walking up squads of troops to the front line. I am still doing chariot recruitment on this fort to like build up the stack of chariots. I think that covers it. Have a lot of air income I'm not so much spending on anymore. I think I did 1 air boots or flying boots. Yeah, and you can see I'm actually doing a lot of these boots of the messenger for their map movement as well. I'm a pretty big fan of getting a decent supply of map movement boots. It just lets you be pretty flexible in what you're doing, and in how you can make use of your mages. So normally mages can't get here, but with boots I can quickly react to where I need to put them. So yeah, that's why I'm pretty consistent on making boots. But even once they get there, I'm not keeping the boots on that mage. I'm sending it back to a lab, so I can, keep on using those boots to move people around my clan quickly. So they're not just sitting on my mages. I'm actively doing the management of items to just make good use of them, be efficient. So yeah. Anything else? I think I saw, yep, my prophet almost getting to the front now. He brings divine blessing, obviously, which is a benefit, so my Melqarts don't need to bless. And if my Melqarts don't have to bless, they don't have as much fatigue, and they have better stats when they're fighting, and so on and so forth. Yeah. I think that's that. Satis being sieged down. Actually, the fort cracked this turn, so we might see a battle here. Fort cracked here, we might see it there. This is turn 31, let's get to the next turn. Next is 32. Another Revenant. No magic sites, so we see some battles with Russ. Okay, this turn we see the Doomstack raiding 1 PD. So he is using a very high commitment attack to raid provinces back in his cap ring. He still has these priests doing... I don't know either. They're... still has this Animus casting Gift of the Hair, I presume. Let's watch the spells. Actually, I saw Sermon Courage. Okay, so this guy was doing Sermon of Courage. This guy is doing Blessing. So yeah, he's double scripting Bless. We do see this guy is on retreat now. That's weird. Again, sort of mistakes in his scripting. He has... oh no, those aren't. Okay, so he changed his scripting. It's not the disciplined guys, but it's actually ordering them to do that now. The pathing of it shows that they're on attack rear, is they're waiting to get behind the troop before turning in. So these guys turn in too, so he is now looking to use attack rear orders with flankers. And I think that's a much better way to utilize these skin shifters. Getting those skin shifters stuck behind these sort of chaffy troops is not a good use of their time in battle, I think. So he's changing up his scripting. I think it's a better script than what we've seen before. Better against me and better in general. There is a battle in Russ from me. I am pinging it with the scout, and in it we see his capital PD. We won't watch it, it's just PD. It's the standard capital PD, I think. We see a bunch of battles for Satis, so let's look at it. Battle outside Satis. We see a Revenant with Death Gems. AV Horde of Skellies. Spirit Curse, excuse me. I think that curse is 1 unit or 1 square. I have no idea how to find that in this. Okay, here it is. I actually found it in my second click. Okay, I guess it's 1 unit, maybe. Actually, I can probably check. Spirit Curse. Doesn't say what he had. Oh, it does damage? No, it doesn't. Oh, that was him getting hit by an arrow, so... Okay, this curse isn't from Spirit Curse, I think, so I have no clue where it is. But we see the Merverani army. This is valuable intel for after the Russ War. Sarumadia is a possible person we could get in a fight with. You see a giant amount of long dead horsemen, so that's where his death income's going. See a giant amount of his sacred, so we know he's focusing on a sacred bless or sacred troop strategy. See the bless is magic weapons, reinvigoration, magic resist, blood surge, cheap rainbow bless, and let's see if there's any incarnates actually. Actually, I guess they would have been blessed. Since of the bless, we see the incarnate if there was one. It's possible there's a turn or 30-year incarnate bless in prison, but as is, this bless is pretty decent. I like blood surge on multi-attack units. Makes it easy to proc the blood surge. Strength is really nice on these units as they have low damage. Attack skill is also nice. The magic weapons is really good on it. Lets them counter ethereal, fog warriors, other stuff that you need magic weapons to handle. There's a lot of fog warriors casters in this game. There is a fair chunk of ethereal that could be in the game, so I think magic weapons is a really good choice for the bless. Reinvigoration is solid. You have sacred commanders as well, so it's good for them. And is there anything else? Magic resistance is solid as well. Makes your sacreds harder to handle through spells. Yeah. Actually, we were yeah, that might have, I think that's a gem bait tactic, but I don't think I saw gems used, and I don't think that's enough to trigger it. Anyways, let's watch that siege battle first, just to sort of focus in the same province at a time. Now, just a commander poking in to look. We see Satis has a bunch of lizards, a couple mages, white mage, so he twice spawned some people. Another white mage twice spawned. Shaman has a good number of revenants here. Yeah. There you go. Is that just a little pile of junky troops? Actually, can we see his bless? I don't think I saw any bless castings. Oh, I guess so. Reinvigoration too. Oh, we saw the pretender. It was that lion ant. So lion ant is probably dead. I don't think he'd do. I think he would have some sort of fire thing, like maybe awe. So yeah, we don't know Satis's full build. Rivia. Little bit of troops. This Zura mage, he's summoning water elementals. Lesser water elementals, so this isn't really a fight. Assume nothing dies. Yeah, nothing dies from Satis doesn't kill anything, I mean. So the siege fight. This is a full fight, not a poke in. We see a lot of mages here, more useful mages compared to the capital. Definitely looks like Satis fought outside his capital a fair bit, which led to the loss of mages. So kind of these junky troops again. He's doing on immediate attack orders, and I presume that's to clog up the front. Both people are doing immediate attack orders, so both are trying to... Satis wants to clog it up, Atlantis wants to get through, but I think Satis kind of wins in the placement there. Horde of Skellies coming out. I think Mind Burn. I think it's Satis casting Mind Burn. Atlantis is doing his troop buffs, Legions of Steel. Except they're now running up. So is that going to be advance and cast spells or thug? They're not casting spells, so it looks like they're thugging. So Panic, in addition to Horde of Skellies, is a neat tactic by Satis. Though the Panic might be off script. He needs to do more Horde of Skelly casting if he wants to hold this fort. But I think Satis does have a chance to win. Slowly working through Atlantis' troops. You can say Atlantis does have favorable surface area. So that's one downside going for Satis. Raised Dead is also good just to fill up with junk. Satis really wants for these lines to get filled up by Atlantis troops, so Atlantis doesn't have as good frontage. But doesn't seem to be happening. Speed it up. Pretty visual what's going on for both sides. Atlantis just fighting it out with troops. Just spamming Panic and Skellies. Alright, looks like the Panic spam has finally broken some of Atlantis' troops. And Atlantis breaks, so successful hold by Satis. Oh, he's doing Soul Slay. Soul Slay would have been much better than the Mind Burn earlier. Although they, I guess they're communioned up, aren't they? Let's see, Astral 2, Nature 2, that means he did Power of the Spheres. That's good, makes his slaves harder to fatigue. Is this a slave? It's a master. Okay, so it seems like Satis handled his fatigue well. Especially for how long of a battle it was. What's that, like 4 Horde of Skelly casters in this stack? Maybe 5. So yeah, I'd say a good fight by Satis. Chose good magic strategies to hold out. The off-scripting also went decent for him. Let's see how much Atlantis lost. Atlantis lost not a lot of stuff, surprisingly. Living Pillars are his sacreds. Actually, I want to check one little thing too. Bless. Same bless. Okay. So it might be showing as a little obvious now, but I know this isn't Atlantis' full bless and that he has an incarnate bless coming out. Satis lost some elite warriors. Elite with quotation marks. They have no armor. Or bad armor. Yeah, so All those troops ran, buddy hell. Events, plus 20 income, awesome. Hurricane. Okay, sorry, there's should be a cut there. Going on, that's the events. Looking at the battle map, or sort of the strategic map. I am continuing to merge up here, and I am again pinging his capital. I renamed a scout. Type 1 if you're watching the battle. It's a message to Baratos and Marverni, possibly more. Did I rename this guy? Okay, I did. I renamed it. Good luck next turn. So I'm definitely trying to bait out Russ at this point. I have what looks like a doom stack right outside his capital. A lot of troops. And I'm pinging him again, and if you think it through, good luck next turn. I am trying to indicate I am attacking next turn. So I really want to see what magic he is doing, because he has yet to show like medium tier magic. He's just doing really low level junky magic. It's not effective. So pinging again here. I'm hoping he comes out and patrols with everything. I'm not doing any like out of game communication with him to egg him out. I'm just doing it through in-game actions right now. So yeah, more stuff coming in here. Let's have this Golden Order mage coming in. He's bringing in gems. He is there to do... not scripted that turn, that's bad. But like anti-magic, I believe. And/or astral healing. Power of the spheres, maybe. Power of the spheres, right. So I'm moving in astral mages. They're not scripted well this turn. That is sloppy. But yeah. Prophet's moving in too. He needed Boots of the Messenger to get there all the way with the troops he's leading. So again, making use of these mobility items pretty heavily. This water mage is coming in too. He's got water lungs for temp water gems just to make things a bit more economical. I am sitting here, I am searching, blood hunting, patrolling. And yeah. So just kind of sitting here. I'm burning a couple mage turns sitting here now. So it's not ideal. I'm like losing out on research or more better use of these mage turns, but it's a short-term investment to try to get critical information about Russ. So I view it as valuable. Nothing moving in here. You can see the continued line and trickle of troops. This turn I have these 25 dudes running up. This turn it's like 10 dudes. This turn has 25 dudes, so I'm definitely not comfortable with the amount of troops I have here. Like I only have 75. It's not a lot of troops when he has, you know, pushing 200 troops. When you account for the capital recruitment and what could be stealthy. We do see Firebirds. I think that's like a Conjuration 5-ish national summon that gives him lucky events, so more indications of what he is doing, and this puts the fear of air elementals into me. And I think air elementals are one of the things I fear most about what he could do. Other being Thunderstrike spam. So I think we might have it scripted now. Yeah, you can see I'm using lightning resistance. And I have all my earth guys casting it. My water mages are also scripting wave warriors, so I have my full battle script prepared right now. What else is there? So we're doing Legions of Steel, lightning resistance, wave warriors, wooden warriors. Is there anything else? No, just those three. Oh, and positioning, I am still doing chariots on a flank, on attack rear. This second army is not well positioned. It should be in a side or something more useful. So, mistake there. Astral guys are in the back. Bad positioning there. Bad positioning there. Alright, so I might have mapped it out to check if he could attack me from here to here. If he's, actually let's just check right now, if he's like 12, or if he's restricted by like 12 or 14 map move. And that's 14. 14, 14, 16, 8, 12, 16. Right, so I think if he doesn't have the map movement to go from here to here, so I'm not so worried about a big fight yet. Yeah, so I'm just moving in more mages, more troops. Oh, here we go. Almost missed this. I have a flame helmet. I used my hero to do that. And I am casting Flames from Afar on 77 on Russ. So, why I am doing that, let's look at the spell. Evocation 3, so here it is. Costs 10 gems, it's a ritual. It affects 10 units or more if you have, for each level you have, and it does 15 armor piercing damage. The mage is fire 3, so there's no bonus number of effects, so it'll hit 10 times. So if you look at his capital, rituals occur before troop recruitment. You see he has about 20 dudes or 20 units in here, sorry. Russian elders, firebirds, and his pretender. The pretender I think would survive it. But these Russian wizards, if we, nope, not that one. Russian wizards. Where are you? Right here. So they are 10 HP, no protection, no fire resistance, so this Flames from Afar should kill a lot of these wizards this turn. So I am sending that artillery at him. It'll disrupt his what is it? His scripting. If I were to fight here, but I'm not fighting there, I'm just pinging it. But he should have the expectation that I'm fighting him at his capital this turn. So I want to see what he was planning before he changed it as well. But since all of his troops are out of his capital, this is a really good opportunity to kill mages. And the mages are the X factor I don't have right now. I don't know what they're doing, but I see that he has those wizards. And what are they? They are Fire 1, Nature, and X. Another option they could do is like Fire Elementals, which would be hard for me to handle with. Hard in the sense that, I mean, Dawnguard are decent versus them, but they'd be bringing a lot to the fight still. Like, I don't have fire resistance. Yeah. There's also some other mages. Wouldn't kill this guy. Might not kill her. Wouldn't kill her. I think we just see those wizards right now as the primary thing, so potential to kill 10 wizards here. Pretty solid. Probably won't kill wizards, or 10, but say I kill 5, I am happy with that trade of gems. Disrupts any communion he might try to do. He might just not have the astral mages to do a communion for what he wanted to do, so high value there. Let's see. Still site searching around here. I think site searching has really slowed off, so if we look at this, you can see site searching in my lands are almost fully done to the first level. So that's awesome. We see almost every province has a site. So you have very good gem income, as you can see here. Almost everything's above 5, except for blood slaves, but you don't really count that. If you look at score graphs, research is strong, but gems, yeah, you can see there's a big jump, especially when we started fighting Russ. I think we were taking his few gem provinces, so taking Russ's stuff plus our site searching really has our gems going strong. Army size still growing. I guess provinces growing. Gosh, mouse accuracy for it's kind of steadily growing, but I didn't plan to build more. One was just like a throne province, so income solid. Anyways, I think the episode might be running long. It's hard to tell I had to cut. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.